Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share some of my recent luxury high-end makeup with you guys. They definitely worth your money, and today we will use them on my face as well. You will tell the difference. You can tell why you pay that price. The result will surprise you. If you're interested, then keep on watching, and most importantly, to subscribe my channel. I really want to do my eyebrows first, but I think we're still going to start with foundation. And today I have actual lighting here. It just, Changsha has been raining nearly 2 months. 2 months. When I was in London, I thought London was bad. Dublin was worse. The raining weather just completely following me and haunting me. It's just very dark outside, even in the daytime. Anyway, let's get the exciting part started. I will just use a little bit of concealer, then we will get on to the foundation. Concealer is the same as this JX Professional. I highly recommend this concealer. It is really good, so easy to use, and you don't have to think too much. I would do just a simple coverage. Will literally just cover my dark circle and a little bit red marks and a little bit darkness over here. I like to use this concealer before the foundation. You can of course use after as well. When you use this one before the foundation, this one won't move. This one will literally stay there. So once you apply the foundation, you pretty much don't need to touch up. Foundation I'm going to use today is from by Terry. I did a Sephora haul. This is where I purchased it. Since I use this one, this is really nice. Considering it is a serum foundation, the finish is semi-matte and it lasts long, doesn't get oily throughout the day. I was very impressed by it. I like the bottle. When you press it out, you know, normal serum foundation you thought going to be very watery and like liquid. This one is not. This one is more like a thick cream. Very easy to blend. You can literally just use your hand. I today still going to use a sponge and let you guys see the finish. I will do half face first, then you can compare. It covers the pores very well. Well, me, you know, pores problems is my biggest challenge for my skin condition, so it's kind of my first judgment whether, you know, I would like this foundation or not. Is that you need to blur the skin and fill up the pores and make at least my skin a little bit more smooth and even, you know, especially if you are high-end or luxury, then my expectation is even higher. The coverage is light to medium coverage. You can build up. So this side I've done 1 layer. For pores area, I don't know whether you guys can see in here. You still can clearly see pores problems, but if you see here, it's smoothened out a lot. Considering I didn't use any primer today, the outcome is literally by the foundation. Again, it's a semi-matte. A finish like your skin, you still have your natural skin glow on your face, and again, it's not sticky at all. And it's a serum foundation. Really good. I feel for a lot of high-end makeups, the difference a lot of the time you only can tell by the details, but sometimes, you know, details make big difference. By Terry, this one I feel is the whole experience of using this foundation, and when you really feel the product itself, it has give you the luxury and the high-end finish, most importantly the high-end quality. I personally feel it's definitely worth your money. To set it, I am going to use my Charlotte Tilbury's. This one I bought from one of the shopping hauls, I can't remember. This is very famous Charlotte Tilbury's pressed powder, Airbrush flawless finish. Literally, this one literally give you the result. How I use it, I find the most effective is not just to use a brush, but to use a puff. So any puff, I just scroll gently, tap it off on my hand, then apply first for the area that I applied a concealer. Oh dear. Let me show you the blur effect, how great this powder will give you the finish. Let me zoom you in. I only did my powder in this area, okay? Can you see the difference? This side, just the foundation. And let's see this side. Your skin look like a newborn. Very smooth, silky, and blurred. It's like added a softer filter. It's beautiful. This powder does have color. My one is number 1 Fair. I normally use a puff to really press the powder into the area that I normally have, you know, T-zones as face oils, pores problems, or where I put the concealer. And then I grab the brush, only put a little bit, tap it off, and then gently sweep this on the face. That's finished the brows. Then we talk about the blush and the rest. For eyebrows, I'm going to use Florasis eyebrow pencil. Appeared in my so many videos, so I'm not going to repeat. It is Chinese high-end makeup brand. Very, very good quality. Okay, let's do the blush. Charlotte Tilbury again. It is their First Love blush. This blush, oh, when you touch it, the details, it's a beautiful natural coral color. When you touch the powder, how to say, it is not silky, it is more buttery and creamy, although it's a powder, but it's buttery. So very fine, and the pigmentation is perfect. You pretty much on daily use, that's all you need. You don't need more than that. Looks very natural, goes with any makeup. And another thing what I judge, you know, high-end products, that because you pay a lot of money, therefore you don't want to just use as one-off or use like in certain occasions. It needs to be more practical, and you be able to use a lot of times to make it worth it, right? Before we move to the eyeshadows, I'm going to talk about Hourglass This is Hourglass Ambient powder, yes, lighting powder, and I have the color Ethereal Light. This is the repurchase I did in here. I have one in UK. The magic for this powder is for under eye area. Let me zoom you in. Let's see the result first. So I would do here first, okay? You feel your under eye area is being lifted. It's whiter. Can you guys see? It's whiter than this side. But when you look at mirror straight, you can't really tell you had anything for under eye area. But when you tilt it, when you look at it, I think you guys can see the difference. That's the magic for this powder. I don't use for full face. I tried. Yeah, not for my skin type. It make my face very oily after a couple of hours. But for under eye area, perfect. It is not a highlighter. That's the beauty of this powder. It's not a highlighter that you have shimmer color in there and to have like a water huge reflection here. No, it's not. It's very subtle, very gentle, very soft, tiny a little bit of shimmer in there, very fine. You pretty much can't really tell. But for highlighting your face, this one is really good. It's not like a matte powder give you no reflection whatsoever, neither like a highlighter that will have a much higher lighting reflection. This is just about right, especially if you are someone after natural finish. This is the powder you should try. However, there is only one downside for this is if you take a photo in the evening, it does have white reflections. So just bear that in mind. Other than that, if you just go out in the day, or you don't take pictures, or take pictures during daytime, this won't be a problem. Then let's do an eye look by using Dior. This is the Dior Backstage eye palette. My color is number 1, warm neutrals. This is well known, the palette, and I got most common natural color. Again, as I said, you know, if you invest into high-end makeups, I like to use more on day-to-day basis to make it, you know, to get my money back, to make it worth. Therefore, I would after some color that is more natural, day-to-day use, more wearable. This, it is really nice. You can create a very natural but attention to details eye look. Attention to details. You know, a lot of eye looks that you guys will see, well, at least in my opinion, that you know, when you flip through the magazines, or you see on Instagram, or you see on a lot of adverts, or even you see on, you know, on TV, a lot of shows, dramas, you look at them, feels like, oh, has she had makeup on, or has she had some eye shadows on or not? You just feel like it doesn't look like they have too many colors on their eyes, but the eyes looks very much popped out. The eyes look very clean, very defined, and it just look like their eyes were born this way. Obviously some of them, yes, the eye shapes are very beautiful, but majority like us, you need a little bit, you know, painting by the eyeshadows this palette can give to you. So the top 3 are the shimmer. Let's have a look at the shimmer color first. It's very subtle, very soft reflection. And let's see the matte color. Very smooth, silky, easy to blend. Today we will use this palette to create a very attention to detail, natural eye look. First I'm going to use this color, which is called the Sculpting Powder. This color is very good also for contouring eyes and the nose. Next one, going to use the more like orange color, is matte ochre, and this color will be the main color for today, so I will use in a smaller area, more towards out corner, then extend it upwards and forward. So when you open your eyes, this color should just show above your double eyelid. You see, the pigmentation is really nice. It's just about right. If the pigment is a little bit too high, this color will show too much. Then your eye look will turn more into orange rather than subtle earthy color. You see, that's the details you would look for. And another detail is that's how smooth this color can blend it out and again merge with the original transition color. You don't need a high brush technique to achieve the outcome. Then I apply the same color for under eye area and just more towards out corner. And then we're going to use a even smaller brush and then dip into both color, this two. Then put just at the out corner. Let me put the eyeliners on. Then I will just use the darkest color, which is this one, matte chocolate, to just wing out a little bit. This palette is definitely worth your money. If you look at me in person, you will feel I'm probably a makeup artist, that I can blend my shadow this well, and the transition between each color is very smooth. You pretty much don't need much skills when you're using this palette, and that's the reason it's high-end. That's the reason it's Dior. Then let's move on to the lips. You guys may notice that the lighting is slightly different. It's because I've redone this part for about 4 times now. Because each time when I finish it, the lighting just not get to the best I like. It just seems getting darker and darker every time when I'm doing the lip side. Therefore I redone this part separately. So if you guys notice any difference, spots the difference, it's also another fun. Anyway, the lipsticks reason I really love is from Makeup Forever. I think this Makeup Forever is fairly new. It's only introduced and came out this year. I think it is their Rouge Artist. I got number 170 Rose Flair. I don't think you can see it clearly, but I will have all the information in my description box. The packaging is average, is okay, but the color, this color is really nice. It's very buttery and creamy when you apply it. This is a beautiful warm toned berry plum color. So you know, when you talk about the rosy color, a lot of time I could be a little bit afraid is when it's towards too rosy, which means they add too much purple color in there, not enough redness and brownness in there. Sometimes can look a little bit awkward on my skin tone, but this is a beautiful, I would say, berry, cherry, plum color. And also the formulation is really buttery, so creamy. It's not completely matte finish. It's very comfortable to wear. It does last long as well. Let me put on the lip. And the pigmentation is really good. It can fully cover your own lip color. This the thin layer that I applied. It shows more warm tone on your lip. This type of color suits any type of makeups, and I think it suits most of the skin tone as well. It's very kind of very lady, very soft type of color. And if it goes to winter, more autumn time, you can do a heavier layer on that. And it's so easy to apply. It doesn't sink into the lines. You know, you don't have patches on your lip. It doesn't emphasize, you know, your dead skin. If your lip condition is not perfect, it doesn't emphasize that as well. It's very smooth and creamy. Now I put a second layer. The color obviously gets, you know, darker, and also it has more the berry plum color coming out. It is so comfortable to wear as well. It does last long. It transfers a little bit, so if you drink water, so you will see the lip color mark on your cup, but it doesn't impact the colors on your lip at all. And another thing I like it is, you know, especially I find that this color is friendly for smaller or thin type of lip, because my own lip is very thin and small. Therefore, sometimes when I carry darker or brighter color, I need to be careful, and I need to be, you know, really drawing the lip shape to make my lip look better. Otherwise, the darker color and the brighter color can make my lip look even smaller after applying that. But this color, I don't really need to work on my lip shape. I literally just apply it, tap it with the finger. That's it. Very simple. Okay, we then finished today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy, don't forget to click the like button, and most importantly, to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time.